International Conference. So this is Junqiao Xiao. My presentation topic is Change Management and Innovation at Alliant International University. This paper examines global change management and innovation in an educational institution named Alliant International University that is attempting to implement a form of change management and innovation entitled Impact and Impact across the entire organizational platform. So this presentation will identify and analyze about how Alliant implement the change management and innovation correspond with impact in core value and add impact in professional practice competencies. The core value of impact are inclusion, mentorship, passion, accountability, communication, and teamwork. The professional practice competencies of add impact are insight into context of practice, multicultural competency, professional literacy, application of knowledge, and research in new ways, conduct judgment, disposition, and ethics, and team-based and multidisciplinary approaches. According to the Thinking Chair Covey 2015, the McKinsey 7S model includes strategy, structure, system, staff, style, skills, and shared values. Many international scholars developed this 7S model theoretically. There are a lot. Many international scholars paid tremendous attention also to the McKinsey 7S model theory development and improvement globally. So I will use the McKinsey 7S model to analyze Alliance change management and innovation correspond with the impact in core value and impact in professional practice competencies. In addition, after McKinsey 7S model analysis, I also considered the ramifications of the following areas: social responsibility, political differences, economics and finance, legal differences and similarities, intercultural intelligences, and technology advances, and the implementation. Okay, the first one I will talk about the strategy. Change is a kind of strategy of Alliant development and improvement, even though change comes with a risk. According to the Govindarajan and the Travelling 2013 mentioned that innovation was necessary for any stage of the business. So there must be a continuous focus on how to use useful innovation to bring positive change to business advancement and improvement. Also, for me, I'm unemployed recently, but before the COVID-19 pandemic, I was a student assistant at the Student Services Department and a teaching assistant for Professor Hamid Raymond. Before the COVID-19 pandemic lockdown, I faced a change in my workplace at Alliant. Back to 2019, my supervisor was the campus director, Michelle Jackson. But at the beginning of the 2020, the campus director position changed to the POSE. So Michelle's position changed to the assistant vice president of student services and faculty advisor. So she moved her office from student services department to the Daily Hall building. However, this change didn't impact my working behavior at the workplace because I paid attention on my daily job instead of people. Secondly, Kina and Jackson 2005 mentioned that changing the management team was tough, but couldn't stop leading change. At the beginning of the 2020, Alliant changed many staff and faculty positions. So many people left and many people joined the team. Those changes were necessary to improve the quality of education. If there's no change of staff and faculty, then the university will make no improvements. Thus, the change is a good thing for the university development. There are also some positive implications and some negative implications of changing staff and the faculties on the workplace behavior. Positive implication and the negative implication always come together when Alliant change the staff and faculty. Most positive implication of change is to improve the university development. If there's no change and the staff are not motivated for personal growth, the most negative implication of change is that it's hard to find the right person for daily work activities, and the new person needs more time to become familiar with the daily work. Kinopaski, Ivancevic, and Matasson 2017 mentioned that the success of any change significantly depends on the quality and the workability of the connection between the change and the important outcome mix within the association. Whether students like or like it, Alliant will not stop change because Alliant must consider its financial budget and surrounding circumstances for future academic and professional development. Compared to the outside companies, the change management and the innovation activity may not very often at Alliant, but still happens all the time. The strategy of Alliant to lead in change of innovation management is changing staff and faculty all the time. Sometimes students know the change, but sometimes not. And I'm working for the educational field more than 15 years. So I think those new changes is so good, but some people may not feel the same. Snodgrass 2016 asserted that all types of change come from a displeasure or disappointment anticipation. So people decide to make based on uncomfortable situation. So the change was based on no choice. I believe that those changes are necessary because the change of staff and faculty may bring something new for innovation management structure. Alliant management structure is very similar to other seminar organization, educational organizations, which is governed by a board of trustees and a board of delegates, day management responsibility to president. The president is supported by the steering committee that includes lots of like Paul West, senior vice president of academic affairs, chief operating officer, CFO, and etc. So lots of positions. Alliant's academic structure is comprised of 5 schools in California, which include the CSPP, CSOE, CSML, and CSFS, and the San Francisco Law School. Alliant also has 2 international campuses in Mexico and Tokyo. Each academic division is led by dean or other like senior administrator who reports to the provost or senior vice president for academic affairs system. According to Alliant official website, Arrest Educational LLC is a Delaware limited liability company whose duration is perpetual. Arrest owns 100% of Alliant's outstanding common and preferred stock nowadays. A couple of years ago, Arrest owns a majority of shares, but Arrest continues to increasing the shares ownership during recent years. So Alliant is a private, for-profit, independent university with 6 California locations: Fresno, Irvine, Los Angeles, Sacramento, San Diego, and San Francisco, as well as a location in Mexico City and programs in Tokyo and Hong Kong. Alliant system is committed to excellence in 4 areas, which includes educational for professional practice, scholarship, multicultural and international competency, and community engagement. Staff. Alliant has a powerful and professional leadership teams. According to the Alliance online catalog system 2020 to 2021 institutional overview section, Alliant Board of Trustees consists of lots of professional people compared with the last academic year. Most of the system-wide administrative team, office of the president changed. The only couple of few members remain in the same position. In addition, Alliance system-wide administrative team, office of the provost consists with lots of professional people compared with the last academic year. The majority of the system-wide administrative team, office of the provost effectively changed. The Alliance Student Services administrative team, compared with the last academic year, Student Services administrative team remains the same. Alliance on-site administrations team, compared with the last academic year, the minority of on-site administrative team members changed. In the opinion of the William Bridge Association, change is an external outcome that includes a new business plan, a change of management, a combination or different creation. So the change will only be effective if managers and the companies focus on the evolution that individuals experience during the transformation. Compared to the previous academic years, this year, Alliant built up a new staff team regarding online education due to the COVID-19 lockdown of the campuses. So Alliant has a strong and professional staff still. According to Alliant official website, Alliant gets its name from a merged 3 legacy institutions. San Francisco founded in 1909, United States International University, founded in 1927, and the California School of Professional Psychology, founded in 1969. In 2001, USIU and CSVP merged, forming Alliant, with San Francisco Law School joining in 2010. From 2009 till today, more than 100 years, Alliant specialized in preparing students for careers and impact. So Alliant style and model of academic rigor paired with hands-on training. According to Vansvicki and Kinopasky, 2014, organizational culture is what the employees perceive and how the perception creates a pattern of beliefs, value, and expectations. Alliant differentiated itself from other institutions of higher education through its excellent academic program towards preparing students for careers as professional practices. Alliant also providing outstanding faculty experience in educating students for professional practice role in their respective disciplines. And also we can talk about the skills. Levasseur 2001 mentioned that people should use leadership to support change. Thus, Alliant practice and develops the leadership skills to embrace students' future competitions in their careers. According to the official website, the professional practice competencies of PACT include insight into the contents of practice, multicultural or international competency, like iMerit, professional literacies, application of knowledge and research or scholarship in new ways, conduct judgment, disposition and ethics, and the team-based and multidisciplinary approaches. So the iMerit is iMerit worker works in the three core areas: promoting diversity, including race or ethnicity, gender, socioeconomic status, nationalities, sexual orientation, religion, ability, and age in students, staff, or administrators, faculty, and board members. Second, create an inclusive welcome Alliant and campus climate, where all Alliant members feel included and affirmed. Third, infusing all academic programs and criteria with multicultural and international content and relevant pedagogical approaches. Shared values. Alliant developed not only focus on impact, but also pay tremendous attention to impact. According to the official website, the core value of impact include inclusion, mentorship, passion, accountability, communication, and teamwork. To a large degree, Coder 1998 recommended companies should force the interaction with the unsatisfied customer supplies and shareholders by using consultants to force relevant and honest proposal to avoid potential loss opportunities. And Sarakin, Kina, and Jackson 2005 agreeing with forcing communication. Thus, communication development in lead change at Alliant is necessary. Social responsibilities. According to the Alliant Online Catalog Assistant 2020 to 2021 institutional review section, Alliant believes fostering partnership will help match the needs of business and increase the social responsibility with skill, talents, and expertise of student and faculty base, because AIU specializes in establishing educational alliance, so enrich learning, improving existing training, and help organization meet with the goal. If a social organization partner with Alliant, it will gain some benefits. For example, Alliant has an organization will benefit if it has a partnership with Alliant from three aspects. The first one is career-oriented program, industry-leading accreditations, and certified B corporations. Alliant's curriculum provides a perfect mixed theory and implication, meaning students graduate from the knowledge, real-world skill, and ethical values they need to serve the lead effective. And also, Alliant received lots of accreditations such as the APA, COAMFTE, and California Commission of Teaching Credentialing, like accreditation counseling for business school and programs, Committee for Bar Examination of the California State, and so on. and also the university received the B Corporation certification. So Alliant provides its dedication to become more socially and environmentally conscious organization. Political differences. There's no evidence to show that Alliant has any political involvement or strong preference with any political parties. Some students or staff or faculty may have their personal favorite party, but Alliant is very independent and doesn't involve any political movement. Because I received my EDD at Alliant in August 2001. Also, after that, I studied 1 year more for the DBA program with finance concentration. Then later, I finished my JD degree at the San Francisco Law School of the Alliant for 4 years. And also, I'm working on the DBA program right now. I spent around 10 years at Alliant. Currently, I never heard any information regarding Alliant's political preference. So, and lots of students that say it's very friendly community for multiculturalism and no political preference. Economics and finances. According to the Alliant's catalog system, Alliant doesn't have a pending petition in bankruptcy and is not operating as a debitor in position, has not filed a petition within 5 years. So economic and financial status don't have any problems. Legal differences and similarities. So Alliant regulation subject to discipline action by the AIU. So if any student violates local, state, or federal laws, and Alliant has authority, and also the student withdraw from Alliant with criminal charges are made, and typically the practice of Alliant pursue the investigation and resolution of common matters. So Alliant pay attention on the students behaviors and principles. Intellectual intelligence. This federal line strives for students' multicultural and international responsiveness in all educational programs. Thus, Alliant has a sufficient experience of intercultural intelligence. The most important part I want to talk about is about the technological advances and the implementation. There are some technology advances and implementation of Alliant during recent couple of years. For example, Alliant used to apply the Moodle learning management system platform for so many years. But recently, Alliant applied the Canvas learning system during the recent couple of years. Last year, Alliant online students must use Canvas and on-ground students still use the model. At the beginning of this year, all students must use Canvas. So this is innovation change of online learning platform change. Alliant never implement a new, Alliant implement a new learning management system. According to the Konovsky, Ivansky, and Matheson 2013, the change brings a special perspective to the status quo and the challenges. Alliant also apply new design for student portals and staff portals. So the new technology design increased more functions into the portals. Back to 2018, when students come to the student services department, I have to chat with students and figure out the needs and use Skype to chat with undergraduate student advisor or graduate student advisor, financial advisor, career services staff, or veteran service staff, or international student services staff. Then I have to book an appointment with them. I spend lots of my working hours booking appointments for them. And I also have to issue parking permit to students. Students must fill out the paper forms first. And I have to enter into student information into the university parking permit system and issue student parking permits, which loses lots of papers and working hours. But at the beginning of the 2020, Alliant applied useful technology of new student portals. So students can book their needed appointments online via portals or email links, which saves lots of energy and time. And the student also can submit their parking permit application via student portals. So they just stop by student services department to pick up the parking permits. So the improvement focus external but also internal. So Alliance in technology implementation is very successful because it helps students makes the external and internal changes together. So the change technology application of Alliant reduce miscommunication and unnecessary office hours for students and staff. So it's very convenient change for student services department. Konovsky Ivan Seiki and Murchison 2013 mentioned that technology refers to action, physical and mental, the individual performs upon some object, person, or problem to change it in some way. If there's no technology change application, then Alliant will continue spending lots of time on energy management, communication, and student service procedure. So technology changed the office behavior, daily work activity, and schooling life. There are lots of positive implications of technology application. Change affect Alliant workplace behavior, such as the technology reduce miscommunication, and technology reduce unnecessary office hours for students and staff. So it's very convenient for both of us, and also brings and also there are some very few negative implications of technology application at Alliant. For example, student doesn't have to come to the student services department very often, and they reduce their on-campus hours before the COVID-19 lockdown. Since the Alliant used the new technology system in student portal, students didn't visit campus very often, and we do everything online. And we didn't see too many students around campus and the library, because students can do everything online. They don't have to stop by at the student services department. Conclusion: to sum up, I spent a decade studying at Alliant with 3 doctorate degrees in 3 schools. So I can see there are many changes and innovations at Alliant each year. So I honestly believe Alliant is a fascinating place of studying because of its excellent academic atmosphere and professionalism. Livisa 2001 mentioned that people should use leadership to support change. Thus, we must practice and develop leadership skills to embrace future competitions in our careers. Additionally, Giving Direction and Trembling 2013 mentioned that innovation was necessary for any step of the business. So we must continuously focus on how to use useful innovation to bring positive change to business advancement and improvement. According to Alliant official website, so education and practice, Alliant's faculty, students, alumni, and staff are all dedicated to making a positive differences in the world. Thus, those passionate academic dedications will not only change the younger generation's leadership, but also eventually change the whole world.